You take a babe from its mother's arms, kill it as she watches and pay for her pain with a silver coin.
Las Angoda. My master would like you to know that the silver is paid to the baby's owner, not the mother.
Dany had spent the first 2 seasons of the show leaning on men. Her brother, Drogo, Jorah Mormont, and Zaro, Zoan Daxos. She came out of season 2 realizing that the only person she can completely trust is herself.
Dany has her lovable side, but she's also ruthless and she's also fiercely ambitious.
What she wants more than anything is to return home and to reclaim her birthright.
She needs the manpower to be able to go back and conquer the Iron Throne, and to be able to put right the wrongs that she sees going on around her.
She's being brought to Astapor, where she's reluctantly going to meet with slave traders. Her quest in this is to build an army without taking slaves.
When you have 300 crew plus 200 extras, even the biggest location suddenly becomes very small. But that's all part of the fun of working out in Morocco.
Most of the scenes we shot in Essaouira were around the fort. The slaves and the soldiers all wear black armour, black leather, and the Astaporian gentility wear pastel colours and light colours. These people are making their money buying and trading in human beings, so we wanted to make the place seem a lot more forbidding. The iconography of Astapor is about the harpy, the half-bird, half-woman that's covered in chains and steals bodies, and that's the hard reality of slavery.
They may suit my needs. Tell me of their training.
The Unsullied were kidnapped as babies from their home countries and brought to Astapor and trained in ways of the spear and castrated.
They won't do anything without a command to do so first.
They drill from dawn to dusk until they have mastered the shield and the 3 spears. Only 1 boy in 4 survives this rigorous training.
I was petrified of them. They're really intimidating.
We got 400 shields, 400 spears for the amount of action that we have out here in Morocco. We got aluminium shields, and it reflects the light and shows in-depth shades and reflections and colours.
She's being introduced to the Unsullied by Krasnus, the slave master in control of them. Krasnus is being quite insulting to Daenerys. And Missandei very cleverly kind of smooths out her translation. Just her initiative of doing that shows her intelligence. Dany sees a lot of herself in her and can kind of see that it's a young girl who's capable of much more than the position she's in. She's his #1 slave. If you were in the UN, she would be the translator for everyone.
Krasnus speaks a version of Valyrian that's been bastardized and mixed with other local languages.
Within Valyrian, you can hear Latin, you can hear Spanish, you can hear some guttural sounds as well.
When I was first confronted with it, I just went, oh, how am I going to do this? This is so hard. But after repeating it over and over and over again, you do start to pick it up and it becomes a lot more fluent.
It really lends such an authenticity to the world. I forget that they're speaking a made-up language.
She's struggling with the moral aspect of the way that these cities are run. And it's something she's been grappling with because they're an army of slaves, which she fundamentally has moral issues with due to the fact that she herself was a slave.
The only way she can make the world a better place is to become the biggest slave owner in the world.
She's put into a difficult position and she's got her advisors whispering in her ears.
Jorah encouraged her to get over her moral scruples with taking an army that were duty-bound to follow whatever leader it was, and that could change in an instant.
Idealism is wonderful, but it's not going to happen if you're idealistic. You've got to be a realist. She feels like she has this almost divine mission, and nothing's going to prevent her from achieving it.
What she wants to do isn't just conquest for the sake of conquest, but it's really conquest for the sake of making the world a better place. And she's a revolutionary in that sense.
For Daenerys to win, ultimately, she's going to have to be just as ruthless as the others and maybe even more so.